Alright, Monty's a 7-year-old that I want to show you. You've seen him and how he responded to the clippers in the stable. I've just brought him outside. One, because the light's better, but also because opening up a space for a horse is important. You know, they feel a bit more freedom. They don't feel so enclosed, so that's why I've done that. So I'm going to plug my clippers in and see what we get. I've got my battery pack on my belt. Come on, little man. And we'll see what we get. We saw how bad he was and how angry he was and frightened and ready to fight his way out of that situation. So I'm going to work with him to get an acceptance so that he realises that the reality of the clippers isn't as bad as he thinks he is, because at the moment he thinks it's going to kill him, and that's why he's fighting and trying to get out of it. But what he needs to learn is actually it's nothing. It's just a small vibration on his skin and nothing more than that. So the first thing I'm going to do, because I've seen the reaction to the clippers, I'm going to switch them on, not here, not close to him, but I'm going to set him back out the way and give him some space, and then switch them on from here. Let's see what we get. I'm just going to oscillate them in my hand. Now, he's just realised what they are and thinks he's got to panic, but because the distance, I've opened up the distance between me and him, he doesn't have to have a big panic. I'm going to switch them off to reward the standing still. So now they're gone. Okay. I want him to settle again before I expose him to the next sound of the clippers. Okay, so he's settling again. You see his head's coming down, his eyes going softer. He's still looking for escape routes. See his ears going, and he's looking over his shoulder for ways out of this. I'm going to maintain this distance for a while, just to get him comfortable at this distance before. So I'll switch them on again now. I don't want to progress until he's happy with this distance. Let me see. Switch them on. Oscillate them in my hand. The fact that he's loose in his mouth shows that I've chosen the distance well, that I'm not too close. He hasn't gone tight in his mouth, and he hasn't tried to get away. He hasn't reared and tried to eliminate me. So I'll extend this exposure here and then switch them off again. Okay. Now I've done nothing with the distance. All I did there was extend the exposure, the length of time that I have the clippers running. I'm going to just move him off this spot now, just to get things moving. He'll probably choose to stay that distance away from me, because that's a distance he's comfortable with, and he doesn't want to get too close to these clippers. Okay, he's closed it up there, which is a good sign. I'll stop him there and expose him again. Now the distance is actually shorter here, only marginally, and I'll switch them on and see what we get. Oscillate them in my hand again. So curious. You'll see his ears looking for escape routes and his eyes looking over one shoulder than the next, because he wants to get away. And I'll switch them off again. So I've exposed him to that shorter distance for roughly the same length of time with the clippers running in my hand. Okay. You know, it's something he's genuinely worried about, so we have to be sympathetic to his situation and help him with it. We want him to succeed at this. We don't just want to force him to have it done, because he'll never accept it. Okay, that's good. Tell him how good he is. Switch the clippers on again at this distance. If he has to move back, that's fine, doesn't matter. But he's standing there longer this time. So I'm going to switch them off now to reward the standing still. Now commonly, you see, when a horse gets worried, the person with the clipper switches them off. The danger of that is that you're rewarding the wrong behaviour. You're rewarding the upset behaviour, and the horse thinks, actually, if I run round the stable or pull this person round the school, wherever you may be, they turn the clippers off. So it's a good thing to do because it gets rid of the clippers. Now I want him to learn that standing still is a good thing to do, and standing still causes the clippers to go off. Okay, I'm going to switch them on in this position, just slightly in his left eye, because my approach is going to be halfway up his shoulder on his left side, just to start him off. Switch them on here. I just want to give him a rub on the head. It's all right. Good boy. You see? All right. You're okay. Now he wants to move, and that's fine. I'm not going to chase him. When he moves, I'm going to move with him. There. That's all right. You don't have to be worried. There. Because all I want to do again is rub him on the neck, you see. But with the clippers running this time. There. That's it. And I'll move with him because all I want to do is rub him on the neck. The fact I've got the clippers running has nothing to do with him. I just want to do that. Switch the clippers off. Then we'll go for a walk again. Because obviously in a flight animal like a horse, if you start pursuing them and they move and you move a bit quicker to catch them and then they move a bit quicker to get away and so on, they're going to get quicker and quicker because they think their life depends on it, and they've evolved to get quicker from something that's pursuing them. So it's important to just allow a horse to draw you with them and not get into a pursuit situation. All right, let me go again, and just want to stroke him on the neck, remember. And he's got to realise that that's all we're doing. All right, we've got the clippers running, but that's not relevant, you know. So I'm not pursuing him, I'm just moving with him and drawing his attention round. Let's see. There. It's all right. It's okay, my friend. You're all right. There. There. You see? Switch them on again. Good. Switch them off to reward the standing still. Good. Now he's really on that understanding that moving is not beneficial, that standing still, he just has to deal with a slight exposure and then the clippers go away. While he's moving, the clippers continue because I'm not going to respond to his negative behaviour. See, that's good. So now I'm really close with the clippers. Still a long way to go. Reward him a little bit longer and expose him a little bit longer and then switch the clippers off. So he's done quite well, but he'll probably need another 2 or 3 days to carry on the work. So I'll send somebody over here to continue the work to get him really 100% for the owner.